Mustangs. I want to talk about Mustangs today. I need a shot of testosterone. You're not going to get it with a Mustang. 5-liter Mustang. We're going to use this right here first, and then I'll show you the difference between the RTR Spec 1 and just a regular 5-liter. All right, so we got the heat exchanger coming off the top of the hood right there. You've got nostrils. That's one of your big differences when you're looking at horses as far as EcoBoost and 5.0s. Right over here is a brand new EcoBoost. See, there's no nostrils. And see, right here you've got, my favorite one was the S197. I like them big freaking fog lights right there in the center of the grill with the horse in between. Anyway, that's just my favorite one. I'll put a picture up there so you know what I'm talking about. All right, so talked about the heat exchanger. This particular one right here has the bronze package. You can do a night package, which is all the blacked out wheels, all the blacked out badges. This is a bronze package where everything's done up in bronze. I mean, should be pretty self-explanatory. The one thing about Mustangs that on my particular opinion, they gotta have a spoiler, and the bigger the spoiler, the better. Even just a little blade spoiler, it needs something. All right, we do have a little trunk going on, and most of these are not going to have spare tires in them. That's just the way that Mustangs go these days. Right here, let's use this one instead of the RTR. Right here with this bronze package, we got a 5-liter. This is a 6-speed automatic, shadow black onyx leather trim, ringing in at $56,770. We got the bronze appearance package for $1,195. No gas guzzler tax. The only gas guzzler tax that is put onto a horse is a dark horse. Those bronze appearance package, that comes with 19 by 8.5 sinister bronze painted shoes. Looking deep and juicy. All right, we've also got the equipment group 401A. That's $2,900. We get the premier trim with color accents. We've also got navigation for 1 year. You also get security package and the Ford Copilot 360 Assist Plus, all for 1 year. 5.0s pulling in at 15 miles per gallon and 23 on the highway. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think you could do better than that. That's just my opinion. Okay. All right, let's get on back here to the RTR. Now, let's talk about a few differences. RTRs are obviously, do you know what RTR stands for? Some people don't. Ready to rock. Keep it simple. Ready to rock. So obviously we've got the triangles. Thank God for the new generation of triangles. Remember that first generation? God, I hated those. That reminds me, when I see those RTR lights, the first generation, it makes me think of EcoBoost Mustangs with RTR lights and GT 500 bumpers. It's just the first thing I think of. But now we got this 3D level going on right there, so we're all right. All right, we got some stickers going on, a little stripe kit going on. We got the windshield banner, RTR graphics and banners all down the side. We've got the slotted racing stripe coming around into the duckbill spoiler. I like the duckbill spoiler. Like I said just a minute ago, it doesn't change from car to car. The S650 needs a spoiler. All right, this one's already had the active exhaust like we've talked about. Spec 1, Spec 2, and Spec 3, they all get different shoes. They all get different tires. Tires is a big thing. Different specs to get different tires. Remember we were talking about, while we were driving, we were talking about the Brembo brakes and the performance package. All RTR Mustangs start life off as a performance pack. All of them. Let's use this window sticker as an example. So here we go. We've got a 2024 GT Coupe. This is shadow black onyx 5.0 GT. This is an automatic. Right here's what we're talking about. GT Performance Pack, $5,295. 255 tires up front, 275s out back. They're all 19s. 19-inch Brembo brakes. Performance raised wing spoiler. We got 355 torque and rear axle gear ratio out back. Black calipers with the white logo, and you also get the drift brake. Once again, I want to bring your attention, no gas guzzler tax. Performance pack Mustang. So this RTR started its journey through life at $60,840. See, you've got the two different calipers right there. There's your regular normal brake caliper. When you press the brake pedal, that's what activates. Then you've got the drift brake caliper, and when you pull that guy right there, pull it up or push it down, but when you pull it up, it locks the rear wheels and you turn into Tokyo Drift. Not really. Listen, just because the car doesn't do it, you have to be able to drive the car. You've got to finish it, otherwise it doesn't do it all for you. But that is an RTR Spec Level 1. There's a different shift knob in there. Also, I'm pretty sure these have strut tower bars. Yeah, I thought so. All right, so you got a strut tower bar right there. Just to kind of help keep everything nice and tidy on the front end. Remember, on the new 5 liters, you got twin intakes right there instead of the old singles. Now, if you go put a supercharger on one, it's going back to a tube that's about the size of a freaking, I don't know. Well, it's bigger than those tubes that when you go to the car wash, the vacuums. It's bigger than that tube. I'm talking air sucking. You've also got lowering springs on there. I guess I forgot that as well. Let's jump behind it. Let's get inside right there. We'll play a few buttons right there. All right, let's do the squishy squish test. Got a little squishy right there, super squishy. Another squishy level, another squishy level. Hard plastic down low. We got power windows, power door locks right there, 3-way memory seat. That is going to be color coded. You can change the colors and do all that. We've got dual power seats right there. We've already talked about the drift brake. There's the RTR shift knob. You push down on it to get it to work. There are little horses and Mustangs and little Easter eggs all over the S650. There's your trunk button right there, your headlight controls and all of that. We'll go through this real quick and I'll show you some different gauges while we're sitting right here. There's your normal, sport, track, calm. It's coming home from the track. It's about time for them to put a new update in here. There's the Eleanor Classic style, if you like Fox body. And then my particular favorite are those old white face Cobra gauges. All right, there's your push start stop button right there. Automatic start stop, you can turn it off right there. There's your one radio control, little volume knob. You got a 12 volt right there. You got a USB-C and a USB-D right there. There's your wireless charging pad. 2 cup holders. The tunnel is a little bit different from S550s and S650s because you got to mess with the electronic e-brake. If it doesn't have the drift brake, you're going to have just a little knob right there for your electronic e-brake. Remember, we talked about it already. No more twin hump dashes. You got screens. This is number 85, Von Gittin Jr. I believe you got 8 or 10 speakers worth of B&O sound system in here. Same glove box they've been toting forever. White stitching right there. This is the premium, so you're going to have heated and cooled seats. I do have to be honest. I think RTR is missing an opportunity right here. I think the headrest should have some kind of RTR right there. And I'm not knocking RTR, but other than the floor mats in this car and that shift knob that says RTR right there, you can't tell the difference in here than when we get behind the wheel of this EcoBoost, other than the 2 screens. All right, the last Mustang in the Mustang lineup. I know, it drives everybody crazy. It drives me crazy too. The only thing I can say about it is, the 4-door is coming. So, it ensures the Mustang survival by putting the Mustang on so many different cars. Anyway, I'm kind of worried. I mean, I'm not worried, but I think there's going to be a Raptor Mustang. But we'll see. All right, but until then, we're in a 2-door, 5-liter Mustang. This has the 10-speed automatic instead of the 6-speed manual, but there is still a manual offered. We are in track exhaust just because I like to let it sing. It's 7:23 in the morning. There could be some young folk on the way to school, and you could build a gearhead right here by the sound of a car. You never know. It's all about the screens, kids. Twin hump dashes, those are a thing of the past. Ford's not playing twin hump dashes in the Mustang anymore. It's all about the screen. 1 screen, 2 screens. You're getting a screen whether you want it or not. Well, that's if you're buying an S650. Ooh, little popcorn fart there. Well, the officer of the law right there, he has messed up our normal little exhaust pop right here because no, we don't be messing with the boys in blue. Now this has the RTR lowering springs. This is a Spec 1 car, so it's got different shoes and different tires and lowering springs as opposed to a regular GT. But at the core of an RTR, it doesn't matter if it's a Spec 1, Spec 2, Spec 3, they're a performance pack car. So you get the bigger Brembo brakes, you get the drift brake set up, and a few more things, cooling options. But in my personal opinion, you pick up the spoiler. S650s have to have a spoiler. Oh, we're gonna get a good chance right here because we're doing it right now. Hope I gave that FJ enough room.